Hi everyone, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and today we're doing a personal reading for a client that will represent the sign of Gemini. Now I want to thank you for choosing me and letting me help you in your spiritual growth with your reading today. As always, I want you to take a deep breath, and we are going to now open the energies to see and manifest your reading. Let me start by saying that prior to the recording, I call on to the universe with your personal information because my client remains private at all times. If and when during the recording there's a moment of silence, it is when I am transcending to your spirit guides so they can continually pass on the messages that we need to pass on to you. When it comes to predictions, certain predictions can and are allowed to change if you align yourself emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically in all in one with your higher being. Certain predictions cannot and will not be changed because it is the path that you have to take in this earthly world and the people in question. Okay? Let I see, let I know, ancestors. Thank you to the universe and to the heavens for showering me and enlightening me with the truth, ancestors. Thank you. Now, and we're ready. Now, I'm going to see you in the first spread. Normally, the first spread, it is for the most recent past to the next 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months even. Sometimes, depending on your energy, can go further to up to a year. It just depends how you use the environment of these predictions of this reading today. So I can sense a little bit of hesitance within you, whether or not this can be real, whether or not it's a hesitance of anxiety, of nervousness. I feel you more at an edge level, okay? It might even be that you've been in the now or in the recent past in those energies, but I feel that you are still manifesting that. So I will take a deep breath continuously, release it, let it out slowly with your mouth open. And good morning to you. Let us get started. It is I want to say a miraculous wonder that 2 Geminis got together and been for such a long time. It's almost like saying Scorpions and Scorpions can be together, right? But they can. We happen to be energies when we end up with the same sign. We just like the challenge and we drive through the challenge of the same sex or the same sign. Okay. I'm going to see the energy of you, and then I'm going to look whatever the ancestors wants to talk to you about. But I will focus on mainly that particular question that you had in mind and that you wanted to ask over and over, I feel, yesterday. And let me say that sometimes, and it is, and I'll explain, when I do the reading for my clients, whether it's video, whether it's recording, or whether it's in person, it is for my client to do what they wish with their recording or with their reading. My clients remain private at all times, being that the fact that I have from lows and high ends, it does not matter. Your information stays within me and the spirit guides. It is it. So if you want to share it with anybody on your predictions, so be it. But I would say this. There's going to be a time in life that certain people that we trust with everything can see certain things against our better good. So just be, I feel that I have to say that because the angels are telling me that there has been something recently being done. I feel that there are some friendships that you're going to be having some type of difficulties with. And I feel that it may not be a close chapter. And it can even be that you have some friends within your circle that are not true friends. So just be very wise. Who are you trusting with your most personal information? Okay, we'll just leave it at that for now. It's almost like, you know, when I have clients come by for the readings, and they bring their friends or their spouses. When it's their spouses, sometimes I see them depending on what's going on in their situations. But normally it will be done separate, only because your energy can entwine with theirs or theirs with yours. But also because you should never give all your secrets and weapons away to someone in such extent and such level. Okay? Now, the fact that this is for you, the first spread, I have to say, there's someone else lurking already in your vicinity. Another male. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, someone arising. It's another interest. There's another person in the scenario here. There could have been, I feel, let's say, friends relationship, okay, with these males. We have a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, someone arising, but we also see someone that stop by at work quite a bit. It can be a customer. It shows him as a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, someone arising, okay. The fact that sometimes I give the sign, it is only because it's very notable on their presence, but it can also tell me that that's the energy that you perceive them or they perceive toward you when you meet them or when you interact with them. You know, maybe let's say the earth sign is someone that you see as a go-getter, someone that has finances, stability, money, business and whatnot, that you see them attractive and so far. And the water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, someone arising, if it's not their sign, it can be someone that you see them nurturing, caring, loving toward you or toward your attentions and needs. Okay. So here we see the Gemini in question in your reading. He is still, of course, within the marriage situation, but I feel that this marriage has been going from good to so it's good, it's fair, it's okay, but now it's going very mellow. It may be your energy that you're sensing this, because again, we're looking at you first, but I feel that it's mutually going through this. I feel that there has been some type of thoughts, if not already discussed in the prior or in the past, because of past behaviors, actions from your partner. I feel that it linger in there of whether or not to separate. At one point, at the very least, it was passed through your thoughts and as well as your partners. What you sense, they sense. So normally, I feel that what is happening here is, okay, you have children. So we have this together, and so it keeps us together. But because we're also at distance, you can be in the same household and still be at distance. And I feel that this is somewhat I'm sensing between your situation and your marriage. Okay. I will take a look at him particularly in the next spread, but I have to say that you've been doubting someone. You've been thinking of someone here. I feel that there was someone in the past, whether you were not aware or not. I feel that you could have been, but at this time, it shows me the energy of someone that he has been with in the past. Okay, but I will look at him later, and then we're going to see what is in the now. But in the most recent, I feel that there has been someone else in between there. Okay. What I'm also sensing for you is that I'm sensing some type of argument coming in. It can be with him, and or also there's a family situation happening in there. because we have Mars retrograding, we're getting over that little by little. But we also have Mercury retrograde. Be very wise with your speech, with who you talk to, what you are signing, what you are reading, what you're emailing. I feel that there's going to be a miscommunication happening either from your end or either, let's say, siblings or friends, or including with your partner. Some type of misunderstanding or miscommunication is going to take place here. And it might even be looked at or taken in the wrong content. So be careful of that. But I also feel that there's an issue here going on with a family member that you could even be either knowledge of or know of, that they're either ill. I'm sensing someone that is they could have been in and out of a health issue is what I'm sensing here. But they're coming about, they're trying to get over that, and it feels to me that they're having a relapse. But it can be because, again, Mars is very significant when it comes to arguments, fighting, legal issues and whatnot. So it can be that he falls under that umbrella. Okay. But I feel that it's an in and out stable situation here for this person. But it shows me a female and it shows me a male. It can be older siblings or, let's say, even parents. Okay. Now, you know, like I was discussing earlier, you and your partner are within the home situation, but yet at distance. Okay. It's almost like avoiding each other or trying to stay occupied. And you might say to yourself, well, I'm always around him, or I'm always with him, or I have things to do, I have work, I have children. But I feel that it's more so the excuse to avoid each other. Okay. Either you or your partner is always picking an excuse of, I have to run, I have to go this, and I forgot this, now I have to go back and get this that I forgot to buy or forgot to get or forgot to this, whatever it may be. It's an excuse after an excuse. I feel that the communication hasn't been there precise between you and your partner. And your fears are being very suspiciously in point, let's say. But I also feel that you yourself have been feeling lack of love, lack of interest, lack of attention, and it's being like you've been taken for granted. Okay. I feel that whether or not he provides to you in such good means, he's not providing in the emotional sense, or you might feel in that sense. Okay. I hope you're following me with that. And because of that, it has led you to be interested in others. I'll just leave it at that. Only you know. There are a lot of things that because it's a video, I will discuss with the client when it's in person. But there are certain things that I feel that I rather just leave it as it is and not get into details in specifically due to the client's privacy. Okay. There's a change in your home environment coming in. There's a change in your home environment coming in, but I don't sense this from you. Okay. As we go along within the reading, I will see how is this playing out. But I don't feel that it's in the now. I feel that it'll be after 3 months, sometime in the beginning or the first half of 2021. And this can be either because you have a sit down with your spouse and you discuss what's going on, or you either find something. But there's a change of not knowing where to go from here, and not know that, we, within our marriage, we kind of dissipated apart without meaning to, and things just happened and they just got carried away. But I also feel that you're hurt from certain things that he has done in the past are still there. Whether you forgive him or not is one thing, but they're still there. And you have found that life just goes on in time. You do your own, you do what makes you happy and so far. And you do this to intend to continue within the situation, but yet you feel the distance, you feel the displaced of the relationship. And I feel that you're someone that bottles it in, that holds it in, does not express. And you are a talkative person. You are someone that needs to be paid attention to. You are someone that likes to talk a lot. And so the fact that you're holding the needs of your personal needs, it's scattering your energy. Okay. Let me see. What was I wanting to say? So because we have Mars in the retrograde, let me just say this to you. It may be you or your spouse that is going to be going through, let's say, watch. And remember we talked about watch what you say in the media, for example, or with friends. Because there's going to be certain conflicts if it hasn't already happened. There's going to be out of content, okay? There's going to be a desire to want to reinforce who are your true friends, whether it's from you or from your spouse or even with your spouse. Okay, there's going to have, if it hasn't already, arguments going in within your friendships. Looking to see detail by details, because you're going to start understanding or realizing or observing more your friends in more details, and you're going to start realizing that you have fake friends. And you're going to want to cut some of those friends out. When you cut them, if you decide to cut them out, pardon me, I will say cut them out after the second week of November, because that will be a permanent cutoff. If you cut them off already within the retrograde of Mars or into retrogrades of Mercury within, let's say, September to the 1st of November, then there are friends that are going to be in and out of your life by you or by their presence. Either way, there's going to be some type of cleaning the gutter, let's say. Cleaning, if you clean your closet, which I recommend, then clean also the environment that you have. Clean your space. And with that comes also friendships. Out the door, out the door. What does not serve me, out the door, out the window. Okay? They are, I want to say, one or two fake friends that you have in your energy. And so I'd be iffy about that. Okay? There's going to be arguments and disputes also with family. And I feel that we sensed that here earlier. So watch on that. It can be something that has been stagnating for quite a while. And so I feel that it's going to linger more into more content as we are right now. Into the first half of November. For some people, it will even take till January to, loosen up a bit. But if you're hearing it now you prepare yourself. So when I say this, know that it is for your best interest. Any advice that I give my clients, it is always for their higher goods, for their spiritual growth. Always. But you choose to make those decisions what best suits you at all the time. I'm only here to help you in your spiritual growth in the physical form here in this earthly world. Okay? So now, it may be you or your spouse that are going to want to go through certain financial issues, and also revise a will, trying to see here, this is going here, this is going where, or to whom. Okay? So I feel that someone is going to be either talking of that already if it hasn't been. Okay. So yes, between you and your spouse, we see a lot of people within the notion. There's always chaos going on. He's busy with his pals. You're busy with work. You're busy here and there. So there's always someone in between the line. And even when you're, let's say, in the bed itself, which I feel that someone goes to bed earlier before the other one, someone is avoiding here a big space between you two here. Okay, so we are going to go straight into the Gemini. Now we're going to look at him, and then we're going to see, okay? If you ever been to any readers, gotten a reading, you will know and see I am not like any other readers. I don't just answer the yes and the no. I can see and I can feel the whys, and I can also give you what the messages are from your spirit guides, as I've been doing already. Let's see. What is it that I need to know, ancestors? What's going on here when it comes to... And we're ready. I feel that you are always constantly moving. You know, you have to be doing something. You have to. It's like you have to. I keep sensing you have to. And because both of you are the same sign, it clashes in tremendous ways sometimes. Like you can go verbally at it. So, you know what I will tell you? You already know there's Google Map. If you go through his phone, now this is why I like, and my clients always have a kick on this, but I give you all the advices that you need. And yes, I actually do follow. It's a number of things that I do. So sometimes I have clients that they only want me after certain things. They hire me just only to follow and to get those actual evidence. But I will tell you this. Sometimes I love them for this, only because you can get a lot of apps without even, you know, paying like the iPhones do. But even so, if you have Google Map in your phone, go through it, and it will tell you your timeline, where you've been, what you've done, and etc. Just as he can check yours if he knows, you can do the same. So if his phone does not have Google Map, then download it on his phone. Say, oh, because this is good, better in directions, and just download it on his phone. But what you don't know, or he does not know, is that it doesn't just serve you for that. You can check where you've been way back when. But if it's not downloaded there, it would only be activated from the time that you download it. So you can always, every now and then, you know, go through the phone and go through the account. I think it's on the right. And then it will show you, you know, whatever it is that you're asking in there, and it will give you your timeline. You press on that, and it will tell you what your activity's been, where you've been at all day, from what time to what time. And then you can go through the map and say, oh, I want to see where he was, let's say, day before. And so then you check, where is October 19, and then it will give you also the precise. But there's also other apps to share each other's, track each other as well. You already know, because you have children. So, and I advise that you should have it. But this is the thing, that if the spouse is very aware of that and savvy in the phone, then they will know and they'll be aware of that all the time. So it's going to make it harder, especially for someone that has done it before, as I'm noticing. So you have to be very wise and calculated on what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. Um, there's cameras that you can use. And yes, let me see. Let me get one. I'm gonna put this on pause and I'm gonna show you. Give me a second. Oh, just stay. There's no need for me to put it on pause. I'll go get it and I'll show you. You see. Ta-da! What you do with this, you plug it in. You can use it to charge phone, whatever it is. And it has the camera. The minute you plug this in, it starts working. So, plain and simple, I would advise that, let's say your spouse is home. Now, it has a SD card that you have to put in there. So, the SD card will work for every 3 minutes for, I believe, depending on the amount of gigabytes. But normally it will store up to 8 hours. And then after 8 hours, it will start erasing, and start all over again. So I would advise that if you leave it on, let's say your spouse is home alone, you leave him home alone. And without him noticing, plug it in and then just leave and come back for 4 hours. You can do that and then unplug it and then, do whatever you want to do with it. Watch it on, or whatever it is. Erase it and then, or put in another SD card. Whatever you decide to do. But I feel that if and when you do that, in time you'll find what you're looking for. Okay? There are other ways and means of doing it, but believe me, it has worked tremendously for some of my clients. I do not have those at this time because, yes, I've been selling those quite a bit. But let me know. I will tell you this. It is amazing what you can find. But also there's other trackers that you can put in the car if you don't feel like, if you're suspicious. And you're asking, or people are asking, whoever's watching, how can I be going through all this? I should be able to trust the person. Yes, you should be. But then again, we're not perfect in this world, right? So you have to do what you have to do. And then you have to do what you have to do. And I'll say this, because you have to take care of your finances and because you have children to take care of. So it's always best to catch them first before we get caught. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? So I do feel that he has done so before in the past. It was shown there previous and now it is. I feel that he dated or was seeing someone that was also married. Okay. Now, you're going to be in a conflict with your spouse because there is, I feel, someone. Okay. And it's something that he had trouble with before in the past, I feel. Because I feel that he broke up with someone and they cut off. He was not leaving you for whatever reasons, whatever excuse he was giving to that other person. He was actually spending good source of income toward that other person, actually. And that person was either married or seeing other people. Either way, they got a distance. They were at distance. And it feels to me that he was missing this woman. Okay? Because he was getting adjusted to being with this woman, with this person. And so I feel that they decided to go as friends, leave it as friends. Or at one point he thought they were just only friends with benefits. So he let go of that person, but someone else came along. So we have one that it's a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, rising. Okay, that's very precise from what we saw in the first reading, and it continues now. So what it feels to me, it is a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius woman. But we also have a water sign female, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, rising. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. With this water sign, he's been thinking of her quite a bit. I feel that this person, it's younger than him. Now, why is it that I sense deception? But I do know it's him, but I don't sense it straightforward from him. I feel that it's coming from you. Now, I am dared to say that either he thought or he knew that you've cheated on him before. Or he perceives you in that manner. Only you know the truth. And I say it in that sense because a lot of times I don't want to be straightforward, which, believe it or not, I am. A lot of people say I'm a bit cold sometimes in my readings, but it is the energies that I get of the clients. It is what it is. I feel that you're going to be with someone else. I feel that you're going to be intimate with someone else. I would advise you, if you've done it, so be it. It's your. I am not here to judge you. I'm only here to pass on the messages. Though when I see the energies of the spirit, I can tell you I understand the reasons why you do what you do. It's not justifiable, but it is a path that you have to go through in this life. And because we are not perfect, we are not in the heavens yet, we have to do what we need to do, what our flesh is asking us. It's not what the spirit is asking, but what the flesh is asking and needing, right? But if you learn your mistake and you admit to the mistake and say, I will not do it again, and you do it, then yes, that is a sin. It's a way of, it's a different pattern of what the spirit holds certain sins. Okay, so let's say, for example, if you learn the lesson and you understand it and you feel sorry for what you've done and you regret it and you repent, then you're not supposed to do them again. You have to just learn from those experiences and move forward, move past those, and not make those again. But if you're not understanding those mistakes or that karma or those lessons, then you're still committing them over and over. But there has to be something that keeps us in that stagnation. And what is that? You're being disappointed by your marriage. You feel cold in your marriage. You feel like the marriage is stale. And I feel that both of you are sensing in that sense, you and your spouse. And because this is your spouse reading, I feel that he feels you are lying to him. I feel that his energy is telling me that he does not trust you either. You don't trust him and he does not trust you. He feels that you're lying about something, or you will be, but I feel you've done both, or you will be doing both. Now, there's going to be a conflict between both of you. You still have feelings for each other. It's just that the feelings have moved to the past, to the back of the chair, let's say, because now you see each other and you look at each other and my expression of how, if you could just see my face, it's how I'm sensing your spouse. Like he's nodding his head saying yes, he agrees with you, but he's gazing at those eyes and looking at you in the suspicious way. And I feel that you are also doing the same to him. Okay. And the intimacy, if and when you're having it with him, it feels lacking. It feels like it does not fill you in the way it used to, if you're having it in the constancy that you're supposed to, or if and when you are. For whatever reason, I'm sensing it that is lacking also. It might be in the performance, or it might be in the activity, however way you see it. But if the fact that I'm saying this in your spouse spread, it can be coming from his energy, feeling in that sense toward the relationship with you. Okay. So we do know that there is another person in the relationship. Okay. We do know he cut someone from the past as well. We do know that there was one person that came back that he was intimate with. And this person still has feelings for him, and he is finding that he likes this person. Okay. But I feel that one of these female is married. Okay. And the other one, it feels to me that she was just in and out of different relationships, different men, whether she was married or not, doesn't matter. But it feels to me that she had more than one person at her bay. I also feel here that you're going to either meet or already know someone. And I feel that you're going to be intimate with someone else. And he will also be married. I don't care what he says, does not say. He might not be straightforward honest with you, whoever this other person is, because he really does not see a commitment with you, to be honest. It is what it is. He just likes the attention, or he likes what he sees when he sees you, or just simply wants to be there, you know. But I don't feel that he's going to want to stay with you, whoever this other man is. Not for now. But he's going to like you, yes. But I don't feel that he is in the picture to stay, to be a permanent fit. No, no. So I would advise you, because you're feeling down and under in your relationship, find a way to reorganize that. And by that is decluttering your space, decluttering your home, throw something, no, better yet, give something away that you've had for a number of years, that it's not serving you, that you're not using, that does not fit. And then go give it to someone, donate it, goodwill, whatever. Because now what we're doing is passing a karma away. Okay, we're cleansing that certain energy. So you have to declutter certain things in your home, in your environment, as well as your spirit. If you've been in stagnation for quite a while at this, and if you want to preserve your marriage, there are a number of things that can be done toward this. Believe it or not, I have also counseled marriage couple. When they know that this is going on, they come to me, and we talk about everything that it's out in the hidden, in the open, and we find an alignment, because when you do this, you do it because you're seeking spiritual guidance. When people come for a reading, it is because your spirit is calling out, it's bursting out, it wants help. And normally, when clients find me, let's say, for example, in YouTube, it is only because they're guided by their spirit guides. Nothing is for no reason. Everything is set for a reason. So the path that we cross is for a reason. If I am in a place and in certain situations, it is for a reason, because the guides put me there to help someone or others. It is always the case. I am guided where I need to be at that certain time. And your spirit was crying out. I don't know how. I can't breathe anymore. And you probably have been feeling like that. I don't know which direction to go. Some days are good, some days are bad. And then you put everything on hold because the holidays are coming, because the birthdays are coming, and so far and so far. So now you need a way out. You need a way to help out. Please, if you are feeling depressed or going through that, or will be going through that, I would advise no medication if you never had any. Of course, I'm not a doctor, so to each his own. But if you never had medication, there are things why it happens. And normally it is not because the physical thing, it is the spiritual sense. because we have things in our life that we are holding and do not know how to deal with it. And medication, all it does is just freeze your brain. It annuls you of your emotions. And it only bottles it in and bottles it in and holds it and holds it. And as it holds, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. And then things happen, chaos happen, problems, fights, arguments, suicide, and you name it. So if we could just move that out of that glass and put it aside and open and start dealing with that, start working with that, and then we can fix one at a time. And then we space it out to clean air, clean environment, clean energy, right? We don't need this cup anymore. If we have it there, it's going to give us a notion I wanted to put it in there. This cup will be the medication, let's say. And you're just putting it in there and growing, right? So I hope you're following me with my scenario here. But if you never had such medication, find a way to heal emotionally and spiritually, naturally. Because let's say, for example, if you're depressed because of the way the marriage is, let's say, and then so the doctor will say, okay, well, I can give you anxiety pills or whatever it is. Your marriage problem is not going to go away. Yes, you have to talk about it. Yes, you need therapeutic communication, and usually it is someone that does not know the couple, so they don't have a new, you know what I mean? It has to be a neutral energy there. So, but you also have to search and see, why is it that we're having this? Who's causing this? Is it just me, him, both of us? Is it outside party? Is it other energies that are causing this? Could it be a spiritual energy? Could someone have done something on me? If you have a business, let's say, for example, believe it or not, that could be the cause of the energy. Someone has done something against you. The envious, the jealousies can cause also negativity energy, not just rituals and spells, But it has a lot to do with, there's a number of factors of why it may be causing. Okay, moving on. So there's a pending conversation between you and your spouse. I just have to say that. It's a pending conversation between you and your spouse. It's not going to be all out there in the open. It's going to be a conceived. Someone's going to be retrieving from the conversation, not wanting to go through it, not wanting to follow it, not wanting to get into it. There might be even dispute because of this conversation or argument. But I feel that, let's say, for example, you go and say, okay, I want to talk about this. And so you want to talk about what he has been doing, not doing, but you are going to be lacking. You're not going to be straightforward with what you've been doing, okay? Who you've been talking to and so far. And so, because I feel that this is how he's seeing you, portraying you, okay? It's almost like when you bring something up, I feel that he tells you, if he hasn't, he will. So you want to talk about that? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what you've done. He has an excuse to make you feel guilty, I feel. So whenever you want to touch the subject, he's bringing something that strikes it back and cuts it off right there, And it can be that you're afraid of that too, but we'll see at that. So overall, the answer of that question, it is a yes. It's unfortunate, but I feel that for now, I don't see the marriage broken at all. I have one more spread and then I have something else to check. But for now, I do not see it. I feel that you are every now and then thinking, I wanted to confront this person and wanted to say this person. Know that this reading, it is a weapon for you. It is not for you to use it. It is only to give you the information that you're needing. Now go seek the evidence that you need in case you need it when you need it. You know what I mean? So find the evidence to present when you are wanting to go in that route. I do not feel that for now, even though you're thinking about it, I do not feel that there's any separation going on. I do feel that your spouse at one point have it crossed his mind. And in the next 3 weeks, 3 months, or sometime in the first half of next year, he will also go through that feeling again of saying he's feeling tired of the same thing, tired of it can be something that he's going to be going through emotionally as well, and physically, and so it's affecting the marriage. But I feel that he's going to be wanting, you know what, I can't take this anymore. I need to speak out, or I need to say the truth. I feel that at one point, whoever this person isn't keeps every now and lingering in his path. He felt that he was falling for that person, and he felt that he even confessed to that person that, you know, I love you too, I love you, and I'm not happy at home, and I'm thinking that maybe eventually I will also separate. He was telling that to someone else, okay? If that same person is the one that comes back, he's going to be telling that person the same thing again. The relationship has gone still, I feel. I feel that, as always, you know, marriage is intended to be taken for granted, as always. And not just from one party, to both. I feel that this is both, from you and him. Thank you, ancestors. Now, let's do... I'm going to see you here. Thank you, ancestors. Show me what is to know. Show me, ancestors, what I see, let I know. What I need to do. Thanks to the universe of the heavens and earth, please show me what is it that I need to know when it comes to. You probably already had a dream of what his actions are, what he's been doing intuitively, okay? If you have had one already in the last within 3 months as of now, or 3 days or 3 weeks, it will give you a head up also, okay? Let's see. Who's that conflict that you're having at work with? I see a conflict coming in at work. Wow. You're going to talk to someone. You know, if your phone, there's recording apps that you can download on your phone. There's if the phone is in your bill, then you can also get all those numbers, right? And call those numbers. Yes, believe me, I have had clients that I've called every number of their phone bill to when I have to investigate certain things. But I feel that eventually you're going to talk to someone that he has been with, okay? You could have done that in the past, but it feels more that it's coming in for you. And if it's the past, it's the past, but I feel that it's more so in the now, in the now or later, okay? You're going to talk to a female that he has been with, and is going to give you either confirmation or disputes and arguments and or with your spouse, okay? I still do not see any type of separation, though. I feel that it's going to be in your mind. It's almost like, should I be able to do this if I find this? Let me just say that sometimes, not all the time, there are reasons why someone does what they do, including cheating. Absolutely. I'm not justifying it. But sometimes when we feel that we can't tell our partner what is it that we're needing from ourselves, because sometimes we don't even know why we do what we do or what is it that we're needing. So it can happen to you, or it can happen to your spouse, or both of you at the same time. So it's better or easier to go outside our marriage to do what we do. Okay? It's not justifiable. I am not agreeing with it, but there are also reasons, again, why they do what they do. If this is someone that is just used to the cheating, then he's used to the cheating. But I feel that your spouse, there's a lack in this relationship, and naturally given you're both of you are the same signs, naturally given you're both are going to be cold and hot at the same time, and that will crush each other's path, especially emotionally. Okay, you're going to bump heads in a lot of things, and so normally that would have to be that someone has to suck in the energy of someone. So either he sucks your energy or you his. Either way, it doesn't matter. What happens with that is that whoever is sucking more of the energy and driving more in the marriage, that's how you know who is the one that has the energy. And that will be the one that kind of puts you down and also ends up cheating. But just because they suck your energy doesn't mean that they can do that. But what happens is when they do the cheating, it is only because they took the best out of you, which is your energy, and they left you dry. So you are tired all the time, drinking a bit more than usual, doing little things here and there that are not in your best interest, and so it dries the energy between both of you, and so therefore he's not seeing you the way he used to in the beginning. And it's very easy for men to cheat because their spouse are always busy. Their spouse loves them to death, does not suspicion, does not feel that they're cheating, and then they have the children that they have to worry about, and so far, but they don't think. They don't think about your needs. They don't think about how are you today. They don't think about dating their spouse still. We all need, every sign, every partner needs a slap in the ass here and now and then. Not just us women, but men do too. So spontaneous is a must. Gemini, you can be very spontaneous if you want to, but you only do it when you want it and when you need it. And that's the difference between both of you. You're in that way. When you want the intimacy, you're going to come out and caress it and, hi baby, blah, blah. Once you have the intimacy, you detach. Oof, get away from me. You're a stinner, So I feel that this is one of the reasons why both of you are in this way. Okay. It feels to me that you're both going to continue in the marriage as you are for now, unless you start looking to see how can I find this, what to do with that, and then how to go with that. If and when you start doing the things that I've told you and you find something, if you do it, you will, then you can decide what to do after that. We can come back around once you have proof of whatever it is that you're seeking, and then see what's coming up after that. For now, I'll tell you the predictions as they stand, with or without. Okay. But normally what happens when a client has a reading, they spike up their energy. Okay. And they say, nope, I don't like that. I don't like what that was predicted. So they try to change it. And that's what we have, where the universe can say, you can change certain things. Try, manifest it. And when I say manifest it, it becomes whether a spell or ritual or affirmations. And see if the universe hears your plead and grants those things. Okay. Now, if you change that energy, so will the outcome. Once I predicted anything of this reading today, as we are right now, from the past, present, or future, you can always come back. There's no limit time of how many readings you can get a week or month. There's as soon as something happens, clients come back. Okay, so but for now, I feel that this marriage is still going to be holding in threat, in need, and you know how what's the saying? Holding by thread. Okay, this marriage. There's going to be disappointments. There's going to be arguments and fights continuously with your spouse over little things, including, okay, because you're lashing out. You want attention, and you rightfully deserved that love, that attention, and mostly from your spouse. Okay. And so therefore we pick fights with our spouses for any little thing. You didn't throw the trash out today. You didn't, things like that. I feel that there's an argument coming in at work with someone. And again, it has to do, advise you, and I advise you. Whoever it is, you're telling your personal information, you work with someone, it is not recommended because you work with someone. If you're higher than that other person, you have been demeaned because they can use that emotionally to manipulate. And I'm not saying that person will, it's just that that's how the energy strolls. Okay. When it comes to work, I always advise do not play it out with someone that you work with, And a lot of times I will not even recommend to have your partner work with you. And if you have a business with your partner, I would say work within separate space, Of course, you want to be on top of the business because you want to make yourself known that you exist, in the business. Because normally when when you have your own business, you are the boss, then yes, you can have employees wanting to scatter that, and it does happen. It does happen, employees or customers. It's always the case. You cannot imagine how many clients I have because of that. So, and you want to make yourself known, but you also want to know how to present yourself when you work with your partner, or whether it's at work and you're talking about your personal information. A bit too much, it's not good. Okay? It's okay to have friends in co-working businesses, but a bit too much can go a long way in a negative way. Just saying. It can be that you work with that person, or you go through your spouse work and you find that someone is too close to him. Either way, I'm sensing an environment of argument there because of someone at work, his or yours, or both of you. Can be even both of you. I feel that you doubt the love, that you doubt whether or not your spouse loves you, and sometimes it makes you doubt your own love for him. He does. He still cares for you. He does. And again, I just feel that, you have, your marriage has just gone stale. And I feel that you've grown apart little by little. But I feel that both of you are very intrigued with the family. You love what you've created, your children and whatnot. But I feel that he is just, first, he doesn't trust you. His energy keeps telling me that. You don't trust him. And you feel he's doing it again. There's an older person energy of a mother type figure, or someone that has been a widow or a divorcee here that I'm sensing. Someone that you care for. Now, this person shows as an older figure, but it can be the energy of that person acting out on that sense. I feel that you're expressing your problems with this person. It can be a family or it can be your bestie, okay? Because that's how I'm sensing the energy. You know, maybe what you do is you every day you bring this subject up, or every day you say something, and it's about you. It's about you. But how I'm sensing it, it can be that this person is saying that. You know, it's always about her. It's always about her issues. Well, darn it, do something about it. You know, I'm not sure if this person has said that to you, but it's what I feel that her mouth wants to say. Okay, so you're going to be looking carefully on your friends and who to cut off. I feel so. Um, okay. If you have male friends, it's fine. Of course, it's fine. But I would just suggest only male friends, only friends, okay? No friends with benefits. I will not recommend it at this time for you. It is what it is. You know what I mean. I'll leave it at that. Okay. Into universe, into the universe of the heaven, and show me the truth. Let I see, let I know. Again, it's very specific on what it's recapping again what we talked about earlier in the readings. So it is telling me again, it is being precise with what we have seen prior to. You are suspicious, and your suspicious are on the money. We do have someone in his path, okay? We do have someone in his path. In his relationship is you and someone else, someone from the past that came in and coming right back in. Whether he sees that person as renewed or something physical has changed in that person, doesn't matter. Either way, there's someone in the picture here. Okay, for now you've been naive by it, or you've just ignored the facts. You're suspicious, but you just kept it holding on and whatnot, you know, just kept it aside, you know, like I don't want to know, I don't want to hear about it for now. Okay, but I feel that there's going to be a closure of some sort from your ending. Like, let's say, for example, so now I know the truth. So now I'm going to gear up and see what it is I need to do. In your marriage, there's you and someone else. Plain and simple. Coming from your spouse. And so I feel that for now, something is going to deactivate or activate in your energy. Okay. I feel that there's someone that is watching over you. It can be someone that has passed already. He could have been a water sign. It can be a father figure, uncle figure, or it's what the energy that is sending here to me. Also, what I'm sensing here is that you felt or you will be feeling something within your home environment. So I feel that you did, but you ignore that fact, or you ignore that click or that sound or that energy. Okay? It's what I'm sensing. Yeah, he's not happy in the marriage. Is definitely. He's not happy in the marriage, but because he's suspicious that you've cheated on him before, whether he knows or not, it's out of the question now. But he's using excuses for what he does. So basically, he's blaming you for the reasons that why he's done certain things. If any of these women were married, which I feel that one of them was, I feel that that was something that he wanted to solve at one point, that he wanted for this other woman to be divorced, and he was thinking of divorcing you. Now, if the same woman that is coming back, that scenario is coming back around later on. But for now, he is not necessarily a happy person at home with you. Okay. For now, the marriage is there, but it's not. It content. That's it. It's just content. From your end and his end is what I'm sensing. And again, we sense the energy of not wanting to have any communication with you, not wanting to. It's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. If you want to talk about it, we're going to bring this up. We're going to bring this and this and that up. It's how I'm sensing his energy. Okay. I advise you that if you sense him in that way, do not confront him. Do not talk to him. If you want to find what you need to find, then focus on that to get the proof that you need in order to confront the person, or in order to, if and when you want to decide to divorce someone. But I will always tell my clients, especially when they're married, you've been in this marriage for so long. I advise that you do your 110%, because when you decide to get over or let go of someone or divorce or separate someone, you want to know that you did all you can to preserve it, to hold it in. And if you've done all those things, then you can now set yourself free from that karma relationship, soul connection, or pathline connection, whatever it is that you have with that person, and detach from it, and they can grow elsewhere. You can grow elsewhere. Sometimes we feel in such stagnation, and again, because someone sucks our energy, and that can also be our partner, believe it or not. They can suck our energy, and we cannot drive, we cannot breathe, we cannot live what we want to live, and physically and spiritually. And I feel that this is what you're going through here. So there's going to be a decision later on. I don't feel this year, sometime next year in 2021, that someone is going to decide we have to either end this or go to counseling or work it out. We cannot continue to do this. So I know you've cheated. So I know you've done this. So I know I've done this. So now, do we want to stay together or do we want to let go? Why is it that we cheat? Why is it that we go to someone else? What is that person giving you that I'm not? What is this person giving me that you're not giving me? Vice versa. I feel that naturally, in a good content and good communication based, this energy can reform if that's what you want, or whatever it is you decide. And I'm here for you, of course. Okay, now let me see one more spread. Thank you to the universe and to the angels. Yeah, you're feeling in the same sector with your spouse, and you're feeling like you're about to end things with this person, okay? You feel like, and this is the thing, that what I'm sensing, it hurts me to the core, right? Because I'm sensing your energy. So you feel like, I'm done. I cannot take another one. I cannot, for the love of God, continue this way, taking it, whatever it is that your spouse does or do. I don't care if it's other women or whatever, but that's how I'm sensing you, okay? Because this is when we feel so broken in that sense, it is because we feel that they betrayed us. It is because we feel that we've been taken for granted. I've been there for you since day one, honest, loving, caring, nurturing, blah, 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 you name it. And you did what you've done, and I still hold on. And you're still not giving me that. I've forgiven what you've done, but you're still not showing me the love. You're still not showing me the attention. And when they do, believe it or not, it is because they come happy from somewhere else. I don't know where. That's watch out for that. And so the fact that when we are taken for granted, it hurts so tremendously. That is the number one cause of separation and divorce. It's not necessarily you fuck somebody. No, it is because they took you for granted. And you know, when someone says Scorpions are jealous and possessive people, not all of us. Not all of us. I'm giving you a point here. Not all of us. When I am jealous, I am not jealous of who the person is, per se. You know, it is not who you've been fucking, who you've been doing. It is not what that person does to you or not. It is the time you give to someone else when I'm sitting open and willing. That is the jealousy compartment in myself, right? But for a woman, I'm sensing that that is also for you today. It is not about who it is that you're sleeping. You know, I would advise you, don't look at the person that the person has cheated with, you know. Don't look at the physical sense. Is she prettier? Is she younger? Is she better at this? Is she better at that? No. Don't do that. Don't lower yourself. Don't break your head about who it is, what they do. No. Don't. Because I feel that you've been good to this person. I don't care what you've done or not. You've been good to this person. Okay? And you've done and stood by him throughout, thick and thin. And you upgraded yourself to continue looking better for that person in that marriage. I sense that. But this person does not see that. He might say, oh, baby, you done something nice there, you know. But he's not seeing that you are doing so much things to you, to yourself, to keep up with him, I feel. So I feel that you are more so ready to call it quits. Okay, especially if and when you see something. There's going to be troubles in paradise. I'm sensing that from your end. There's going to be conflict. Why is it that I keep sensing conflict in your work environment? I'm sensing check. I don't know if he has some legal issues that are coming in or pending, because I'm sensing this. I don't know what he does, but it's what I'm sensing here. Now, I feel that later on, as you have already talked in the past, I feel of separation, it's going to come again. Come back around to me and take a look at that, if it's suited for you or not. Because I feel that for now, if you decide that, especially now, and as we are in this moment, for the rest of October into the first half of November, if you decide to break up or let him go, you're not going to. You're going to be eating yourself up, depressing yourself, and you're not going to leave this person. And even if he comes back to you tomorrow, let's say, and says, I'm leaving you, he's going away for a few and whatnot, and then he'll come right back. Believe me, either by you finding ways through spiritual sense to get him back, or either because the universe is going to put him right back. But he's going to come back either way. You know? When they have it easy at home, they put up with a spouse. And I feel that that is his thing that I'm sensing here. When they have it easy at home, when they know that the spouse already forgiven them for one or two, guess what happens? They continue. They just wait for the water to calm down, to cross that river again. Yep. Believe it or not. Because once they know the pattern of their spouse, they know the pattern that they need to go through to get where they've been there before. Okay? So yes, I'm sensing this. Someone else is going to come into your picture. A married person. So I don't think that you need that drama. Okay? I would advise only to keep a friendship through that. For now. Now, let's see. I'm going to see this one here for you. Give me a second. I'm going to put pause, but I'm not going to. Ancestor, show me what else I need to know here. No, one more. Thank you. One more, ancestors. Thank you. Of course, you could always come by and we could do a physical reading as well and discuss more into details. Now, let's see what I'm looking for here, ancestors. He doesn't want any more, I feel like when he says something, he says, I've said what I had to say. I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to discuss it anymore. You already know, you know. I feel that he cuts you off short, okay? He might say, you know, I done this before. I'm not doing this before. If you question him about the cheating and you do not have the proof, then do not question him. If you've been back and forth with this, do not question that. Just get the evidence. And some people might say, well, you are the proof. I am the proof in the spiritual sense. But people that do not believe in this, and even if you show this, they're going to upright give you a straight face and say bullshit. That is not true. And it happened before. It has happened before. And believe you me, even though this is the proof, in the physical form, you need the actual proof, right? So keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't care how many times he denies it. You have to get the proof. Now, he's going to deny it. You're going to eventually scatter through and see something, okay? And again, I have to say, look carefully on the details of the phone calls that come in or the text. Does he carries the phone with him everywhere? Where does the phone sit when he's laying in bed? Is he at distance? Well, we know that, but is he at distance with you, especially when you're at home? You know, if he's in one room, you're in the other room. What is he doing in that other room? Check the emails also, I heard. What else I have to say here? I feel like they had something else to say. Yeah, you are both very much so at distance. Now, he's going somewhere. I hear he's going somewhere. He's visiting someone in their home. Yeah, you are already in the wanting to dodge out. Okay. Yeah. What is he doing? He's giving. He's supporting someone. He's giving money to someone else here. Okay. So again, for the rest of this year, I do not see any separation or divorce, even though you have it in mind. You've been going through it. You've been playing it over and over in your mind. If and when do I leave the house? Is he going to kick me out, or is he going to leave? You're not happy. You're finding sourness within you, especially when he's home. When you should be happy, you're not happy. And I feel that he's also questioning whether or not you're seeing someone else. Okay. Yeah. I feel that he's questioning that too. I feel that he's accusing you of that too. Okay. It feels that he's on the defense side, and he feels that he has the right to too. As you feel, he feels. It is amazing how this is, but yeah. I feel that he's visiting someone in their home. Okay. Quite a lot here. Now, we do see the argument still also for a person here, a family relative of yours also. Some type of gathering that I see here, and it can be because of the holidays here. Now, I'm going to, and I already saw him. So this, what I'm doing, it becomes another separate reading, but I'm not going to charge you for this one. I wanted to see the specific on this situation more clearly. So if you change your energy or aligned it differently, then of course it's going to change also for you. Okay, it's going to change for you. But Other than that, I feel that it's going to continue. We're having some problems and issues here in your relationship. We continue to see that. Let's see here what I wanted to see. Yeah, he's just suspicious of you for someone else. So we do see, and again, it gives us that other person, that Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, someone rising woman. Okay. Now, I'm going to do one last spread and we're done. Take your time to watch the video, watch it as many times as you need to, and see where it connects with you, okay? See, pinpoint the situation. And of course, you can always contact me again. Let's see, ancestors, what is it that we need to know when it comes to migraine? What I'm doing for you is, it's called the extended reading. And sometimes I have to. It is what it is. Thank you, ancestors. One more. So, so who's that water sign in your life? Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Someone arising. There's another person in your life. And of course, he stayed with you because of the marriage, because of the family, and he let go of that other person. And we'll be contemplating, but I feel that he says it's going to cost him a lot of money to divorce you. Okay? That it's going to cost him a lot of his finances to divorce you, because it's very much so clearly in the mind thoughts. We had a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, which I feel that was someone from the past, right? But we also have the water sign here. Okay. I feel that just the way you're feeling, he's feeling about you. Okay. And again, you know, just as you thought of separation, so has he in the past. Yeah. Yes, it has. So we do have the Leo here, Aries, Sagittarius, and we do have the water sign also. And those are the two people that from past and present here is what I'm sensing in his life. Okay. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. I feel that he's quite flirtatious, man. It's almost like he's telling me, I don't know why she keeps asking this, if, you know, it's a mutual thing. That's how I'm sensing the energy. Yeah. So, I feel that he has been flirtatious with one or two women out there, probably even more. But there's two particular energies of a woman of past and some in the current one here. Okay? In his life, besides you. And I feel that very strongly it gives me a water sign, but it also gives me a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, someone rising. If he has not met a Virgo, a Taurus, Capricorn, someone rising, he's going to meet someone like that. Okay, so I am going to close it in with that. And as always, I want to thank you. And I'm here in case you need anything. Wish you the very best. As always, love and light to you and to yours. Okay? Thank you.